Welcome to Saturday Rough Cutters. I am reviewing Dark Knight of the Scarecrow right here. And apparently this is the classic that began the whole Scarecrow genre, whatever that means. It is the original classic. Vincent Price calls it marvelous. I can't do his, his accent. He was terrified. It's a 1981 film. It's not rated because it was a TV movie. It was on CBS. Many of you have heard of this and or seen it or remember it growing up. It's played a few times over the years. It is the story. Who does it star for? The writer is J.D. Michaelson, and the reason I should bring him up is because I got to meet this dude. He signed my DVD that he sold me for $10 at the Horror Hound convention, and really nice guy. Told me all about the movie and the making of the movie, and mainly how much trouble he had distributing it, remastering it for DVD. I believe there might have even been Blu-ray copies. I don't know about that, but I bought the DVD copy, and he came and putting the soundtrack on CD. So it was interesting talking to him and hearing his perspective of it. I will say, however, as he told me all about it, and I asked him how writing was and this and that, and I asked him if he was on the set a lot, he talked about how he got to direct a certain scene, and he's like, in the end, when blah, 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 and he gave away a big ending point for me, and I was like, dude, I just said I didn't fucking see the movie. Like, I'm buying it, asking you about it. Of course, I didn't say that. I was like, oh, cool, well, I hope I like it. I should have been an asshole, but I wasn't, because he was such a nice guy the whole way through until he didn't give me a spoiler alert, and then spoiled shit. Okay, it stars Charles Durning, Lane Smith. Many people will remember him as Perry White from Lois and Clark. Larry Drake, Dr. Giggles. He is in it as well. It's kind of a common plot that you've seen stuff like this where somebody is innocently charged or killed or whatever. There's this mentally handicapped guy, and he's playing with this little kid. The little kid gets attacked by a dog, and everybody thinks this mentally handicapped guy did it. That all happens very quickly. These four good old boys hunt him down, and they kill him. So then it is a tale of revenge. You know, there is something out to get revenge on these good old boys throughout the whole movie. So that's as much as I want to go into as far as that. If people say it's scary, now maybe because I didn't watch it back in the 80s, I didn't find it as scary, but I thought it was well done, and then they never really show a killer. They try to, and back in TV, I would say in the 80s, it would have been very suspenseful. There's a lot of mystery involved. You don't know what's going on. Some of the ways that the people die in the film, I think, are a little silly. Like by accident they fall down and trip into a wood chipper or something. It's like, how would that have happened? That doesn't even make any sense. So you can take it with a grain of salt, but I thought it was well acted for a TV film, well done, and it had creepiness to it. There were creepy parts. The one thing I'll say is about it, as far as being kind of in real life, the town felt very real. Like the people and the actors and actresses, they just seemed kind of real to me. I grew up in a small town in southern Illinois, so it felt real. And the music really made the movie. Awesome music. I wish I would have bought the soundtrack. I think you could play it around Halloween. Very creepy music. So, Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, a good one. It's referenced in a lot of horror movies. A lot of writers and directors of horror films will say they remember seeing this as a kid, and it was an influence to them. So I always like checking movies like that out that have influenced others. So, let me know what you think of it. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. See you next week.